What's up? What's up? Happy Tuesday to you, coming in live for the breakfast show. Oh my goodness, super excited for this morning's episode. If you happen to be brand new to the breakfast show, it is an honor to have you. Hey, drop new in the comments if you are new so that I can say hello and welcome to the community. Coming in live, it is currently 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in Michigan. So I am really excited for this morning's episode. If you are brand new, a little bit about the revolutionary behind the breakfast show. I actually embarked, I was on a health journey to try to drop 30 pounds. 11 months in, I was extremely unsuccessful. Welcome, Diamond. Welcome, Avia. I ended up going in to get a physical. I got an email that said, hey, check in for your appointment. It was too late to not check in. I would have been charged a cancellation fee. So I went in for the appointment. I ended up getting a clean bill of health, which was crazy to me because I was the heaviest I'd ever been and struggled with my weight. And my doctor sat down and tried to offer me the drug called metformin. Metformin is a drug to treat prediabetes, but she mentioned I wasn't a pre-diabetic. I was very confused, but it helps with weight loss. So I ended up actually being recommended, I can't even tell you how many times, probably a variety of 10 different times. Michelle, do you know Dr. James? Michelle, have you heard the obesity fix? Michelle, do you know Dr. James? So I ended up on that way home buying the book on Audible, The Obesity Fix, written by Dr. James. The book rocked my world. There's 3 things I was not doing. And I'm going to tell you right now, I went from no following to 400,000 followers to 400,000 to 250,000 because literally these 3 things are something that you can start doing today. And I've never met someone in my life that it doesn't work on. So I'm going to give you that clarity, but listen up really quick. I am on 3 platforms. So I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We don't want it to get bogged down. So I'm on 3 places right now. You can get the recording on YouTube, Michelle Churchill Fit, or it'll be available on Instagram and Facebook for 30 days. So make sure you hit follow or add friend. You are guaranteed an episode Monday through Friday. Between 9:30 a.m. and 10:30 a.m., you're guaranteed a really fun episode. Welcome, Sing. So if you are new, now is your time to be welcomed into the community of the Breakfast Show. It's an honor to have you. I'm pretty sure you're going to learn a ton. I'm going to give you so many tools for FREE that you're going to have in your toolbox. And after I did the 3 things that Dr. James talks about in every single one of his books, and I've now listened to 40 plus Audible books, I have dropped 30 pounds. I did it in 5 months after 11 months of not dropping any weight, and I have maintained it in a lot of seasons of my life. For the first time, I no longer have to go into my closet and pick size 8 or size 2 or size 10 or size 12. So I'm super, super, super excited about that. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in. The first thing that I want to bring up, there's 3 things, they work together. So if you're not going to do these 3 things, you're going to end up messaging me and saying, Michelle, I tried it and I didn't get any results. Also, I'm going to dive in with the first thing, and I'm going to give you a why behind everything. I'm not the person that's like, hey, go drink water. I need a why. I need something so strong that when I show up weak, I'm like, hey, this is why I'm doing this, Michelle. So show up and do it anyway. So I'm going to actually give you all of those things as well. So this is going to be different than any episode that you've ever seen or any type of person out there who's educating on weight loss. And if you're perimenopause, postmenopause, my friend Diana's on right now. She just mentioned she's down 70 pounds and she's 75 years old. So it really doesn't matter what age you are. So let's dive in and talk about the first thing, which is water intake. In the comments, do you know how much water you're supposed to be getting? Listen, not only for weight loss, but for maintenance. So if you drop in the comments either IDK or how much that is, I will give you the proper answer. And I will also share with you that when I upped my water, I actually put on weight. And the reason being was because I was enhancing my water with toxins, dyes, and carcinogens. I was the girl that at the aisle of Target would just grab stuff that sounded delicious, add it to my water, and I would drink it. And I never knew about an app called Yucca. YUKA is a free app where I was taught, hey, Michelle, by reverse engineering that the things I was adding to my water to enhance them were actually causing me to become obese. So if you get that YUKA app and you're anything like me and you're enhancing your water or you're using electrolytes, if there's toxins, dyes, or carcinogens inside of them, you need to get rid of them. That would be my first piece of advice. So number one, I would say the answer is half of your weight in ounces of water. How do we know this though? So your body actually goes through a fat burning process. The fat burning process is called lipolysis. Lipolysis is how the body burns fat. It sounds a lot like liposuction, right? Liposuction, you go to the doctor, you get fat sucked out of your body, we're on our way. That term was created by you, and you have an opportunity for 365 days to burn fat. But when I looked back and I hired someone to help me with this, I came to realize that I was burning fat maybe 10 days out of the year. It all made sense why I put on so much weight. So the number one thing is the answer is half of your weight in ounces of water. Your body is very systematic, right? If it has to go to the bathroom, it goes to the bathroom. There's not really things that you can do to change it. And the process of lipolysis, the first stop to it is called hydrolysis. And if your body doesn't have half of your current weight in ounces of water, you're not burning fat. It's just like a bus stop. The bus stop pulls up, there's no kids, the bus stop goes to the next route. So number one, why for water is you actually burn fat through water. It's what keeps your metabolism through the roof. Number two, it detoxifies. I was adding moisturizers every day to my skin. Coming to find out when I scanned it on the Yuka app, there were toxins, dyes, and carcinogens inside of that as well. Then I was brushing my teeth with toothpaste that had the same thing. Then I was enhancing my water. So when I tell you that my body was so fudged up, what these things do is they take your cortisol levels and they put them up here. And I've tested all of this through blood work. Like I took my blood every single day for 365 days. And I will tell you that when I started getting rid of these things, my glucose levels start to become stable. And when glucose and cortisol levels are stable, your body can release weight instead of putting it on. Most enhancements for water, most electrolytes, I have a clean version, they have toxins, dyes, and carcinogens inside of them that are causing more harm than good. So water also is what waters the skin. You see the moist dewiness? This is because I drink half of my weight in ounces of water every day. And when I drink a cup of coffee, I have an additional glass of water because coffee dehydrates you. The other thing that water does is it ups the immunity and it keeps your intestinal tract clear and free of toxins and bacteria because it helps push food particles through your body instead of it becoming stuck and dried in the intestinal tract. So water is a major critical part to weight loss. Water is critical to not having to moisturize the skin, put lotions on every single day, have dry feet. So the answer is, what is your current weight? You take that number, you divide it by 2. You can use a calculator, you can use an Alexa. I enhance my water now. In my water bottle, I have actually frozen grapes today. So frozen grapes, sometimes I do blackberries or blueberries or raspberries or strawberries. Some days I do mint leaves or peppermint leaves with lemons and limes. Cucumbers. So enhance your water with something that is YUKA approved or something that's a whole food. I also use a straw. I use room temperature water. Why? Because cold water hurts my teeth. They're very sensitive. And then the last thing that I do, if you think half of your weight in ounces of water each day is going to be hard, I want you to drop tip in the comments, because if you're anything like me and you're like, oh my gosh, I get into bed and at 8:30, I forgot to drink water, then it's too late, then I'm gonna be up going to the bathroom all night, I have a tip that will forever change your life. Forever and ever and ever and ever. And here's what you're gonna do right now, and you're never gonna forget about it. You're gonna take out a piece of paper, you're gonna take out paper towel, toilet paper, whatever's near you, and you're gonna write the word water on it. And you're gonna put it next to your bed, because what you see, what you think, you bring more of. So when you see water, you drink water before coffee. You drink water before tea. Because your body is a lot like the circadian rhythm. When you wake up and turn the metabolism on, you have a higher chance of burning more calories than the person who's not doing that. So that's number one. Set a timer is number 2. I have a timer that's gonna go off on my phone in 40 minutes. I will stop, I will drop, I will drink. All I do is count 15 seconds. Even tomorrow, did you know you can travel to an airport with an empty water bottle? You can take it through security, you can fill it up, and you can be on your way. So every 90 minutes I stop, I drop, and I drink for 15 seconds. I repeat and rinse all day long. I don't forget, because next to my bed, I have that reminder. So those are the things that you're gonna do in order to reach your water goal. I will tell you, your bladder will actually adjust within 90 days. So it is a short-term sacrifice for a future gain. Your bladder will adjust within 90 days. If you want to enhance your water with anything, I want you to write down this name, Gary Brecka. He's the ultimate human. He's like the biologist of literally maximizing your body at 150%. And he talks a lot about not carbon in our water. You can do carbon, you can do seltzer water if it's just seltzer, but a lot about hydrogen. Hydrogen is something that's the smallest element on the element table, and it's not found in the body. But we've come to find that if we add hydrogen into our water, it has a direct effect with nitric oxide. I want you to look down really quick at your blood. Your veins have a width of where the blood is flowing. Is your blood flowing all the way to your fingertips, or is it stopping right here? Is your blood clumpy, or is it flowing like a river? And how we can actually enhance this is by adding hydrogen 1 time a day only to the water. What it does is it literally, Aviv, what do you mean? Where do I have this all written down? It's recorded here so you can get it back. Literally what I do is every day, it's in me right now, I take hydrogen crystallites, I add it into my water, it turns bright yellow about 5 minutes in. First it starts off clear, and it literally has a chemical reaction with nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the depth and the speed at which your blood is flowing. And when you add hydrogen, it now 10 times the dilation, and it does it for 10 hours. So if you want to show up and you want to release brain fog, hydrogen. If you want more better recovery and performance, hydrogen. If you want to help headaches and blood pressure improve, hydrogen. And lastly, if you want to get rid of chronic fatigue, stop adding Red Bull and Celsius in drinks that have toxins and dyes inside of them that are spiking your cortisol levels, okay? The place you don't want to purchase them, Wendy, you don't want to get them from TJ Maxx or Home Goods. You want it to be in the form of a crystal lit. Crystal lits are the best absorption, okay? If you need a recommendation, drop a 1 in the comments. Make sure it's Yucca approved. The one that I use comes in an extremely easy, extremely satay. You put it in the water, it's clear. If within 5 minutes it turns bright yellow, you drink it within 15 minutes. Just like a woman can be dilated through Pitocin, this dilates the blood vessel. And now for 10 hours, I have 10x'd the blood flowing to every area in my body, okay? It's called nitro. There's a video that explains it better than I can. If you drop the word nitro in the comments, I will send you the expert in hydration if you want to get a bag. Right now, they're offering you get a bag and you get it for 30 days money back guaranteed. But there's only 3 flavors right now in stock. You can do black cherry, you can do lemon lime, or you can do grape. Drop in the comments nitro with a star if no one's ever explained hydrogen to you, and I will send you a shareable link. Whatever you put in the comments before we go into the second thing that I did to drop 30 pounds in 5 months is I need you to get in my inbox. Why? Because the comments are going to disappear. So this is my Instagram handle. If you go there, you'll see a reach out button. Just send me a direct message that says nitro. I'll share the video. If it's a good fit, awesome. If it's not, there's no big deal. This is my Facebook link. On TikTok, I can't send links at all. If you go to thebreakfastshow.net, you will see at the top, it says New Wava. New Wava. And you'll see there nitro. Nitro, that is your hydrogen water, okay? So the second thing that I did, and the second thing that I was kind of unclear on, was my protein intake. How much protein, I will tell you based on your weight right now, if you tell me in the comments, how much protein you're supposed to be getting each and every day for weight loss and for maintenance. What is that number? Share it with me in the comments section, and I will make sure that you now know how much, and I will give you a tip that when you go to any store, any market, if there's 3 different types of cottage cheese and 2 different types of Greek yogurt, you'll know exactly which one to purchase. So what does that look like for you? Are you ready? How many time on the timer? Here is the answer. The answer is this. Number 1, okay, so Ava is 180. What is your goal weight? Stout, what is your goal weight? What is your desired weight? That's the first answer. I was 185 pounds. I went to Google. I said, hey, I'm a 5'7" female. What's my desired weight? It said 120 to 150 pounds. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna reach for 150 grams of protein every single day. And I'm gonna share with you a tip. If you drop the word tip in the comments, where you're now going to know exactly what is protein at a grocery store, an airport, a hospital, anywhere you go, okay? So Avia, yours would be 120 grams. Stout, yours would be 150 grams. Listen to this. 150 grams of protein is 600 calories. 150 grams of protein is 600 calories. 150 grams of fat is 1,350 calories. Every meal of mine, I was having nuts and seeds. Those are a fat. Every meal of mine, I thought guacamole and egg yolks were amazing for cholesterol, and olives and olive oil, I was having them with every meal. Every meal I was having, you know what I mean? Like your olives, your olive oils, your cheeses, your avocados, your fatty fish, your red meat, your beef sticks. There is 1,350 calories inside of 150 grams of fat. But why is there only 600 calories in 150 grams of protein? Let me share this with you. There is only 4 calories in 1 gram of protein. So 2 grams of protein equals 8 calories. This is how, if you look at a nutritional label, you'll see, okay, there's 180 calories. 10 grams of protein times 4 is 40 calories. So 40 calories out of those 180 are coming from protein. Say there's 50 grams, or say there's 10 grams of carbs. 10 times 4 is 40. There's 40 calories coming from carbs. There's 9 calories in 1 gram of fat. So do you understand that? 4 calories, 1 gram of carb, 4 calories, 1 gram of protein, 9 calories, 1 gram of fat. The biology behind the term fat is called fat for a reason, because too much of a good thing will paralyze you just as much as it's going to help you. So our fats, a typical day, is about 2 tablespoons of seeds or nuts, 2 tablespoons of cheddar cheese, 1/4 of a cup of avocado, and a 1/2 teaspoon of olive oil. And most of us are doubling that number, and it's why we're deficit in protein. So your protein is your goal weight. I have to be real, I had this guide that helped me in many ways. If you have not claimed that yet, if you drop in the comments the word free, I will share with you a guide that helped me in many ways, but please don't drop it to just let it collect dust in your inbox. I want you to open it. I want you to see it. I want you to realize that, oh my gosh, my goal weight, my desired weight in grams of protein, it's possible. And I'm gonna share with you right now a tip where you're gonna be able to look at any food and you're gonna be able to master if it's a protein or not. So what we're gonna do is, I need you to drop a 1 if you want me to give you this tip. Because if you don't drop a 1, I'm not gonna spend my time trying to actively teach you something that I need someone to respond with in the comments. So for that free guide, because the comments disappear, if you go to thebreakfastshow.net, you will see the free protein guide, okay? There's no catch. Unfortunately, it's a protein guide that I paid hundreds for. You get it for F-R-E-E, F-R-E-E. So right here, free protein guide. For this tip, what I need you to do, and the only thing I need you to do, is I need you to realize that on the back of any label, you will always see calories at the top in bold. Calories will always be right here in bold. They're never gonna be all over the place. So if you see 90 calories right here, I need you to drop a 1. If you see 90 calories right here, I need you to drop a 1. If you see 90 calories right here, I need you to drop a 1. So first step is, okay, I find the calories in bold. That's it. Step 2, okay? You cover the last number of calories with your finger. So you take your finger, what do you see now? You take your finger and you cover the last number of calories. What do you see now? What do you see now? Can you tell me, when you cover the last number of calories, what you see? What do you see? you see?
9. 9.
Guess what that number means? There should be 9 grams of protein. My finger is right above protein. There's 14. This is amazing. There's 14. This is amazing. There's 14. This is amazing. The protein will always be found there on the label. If you just learn something new, drop a 1. But if I'm at the market and there's 7 different types of cottage cheese, be very careful. Because of course the one I was getting had carcinogens inside of it. So then we pull out our handy dandy YUKA app, Yucca, and we make sure that we look at the ingredients. Ingredients is always right here on a label. You're always gonna see ingredients. Less is better. Less is better. Did you know on an ingredient label, the first thing listed is what you find the absolute most of. And the last thing listed is what you find the least of. So if I were to look at my cottage cheese and the first ingredient says sugar, ruh-roh, that doesn't seem normal. So be aware, okay? And you want less ingredients. So when you go to that YUKA app and you scan it, it's amazing. It's a 70 out of 100. But there are brands that you could be buying right now that literally have carcinogens, dyes, and toxins inside of them. Drop something in the comments that you eat every day. Drop the brand name, because there are cottage cheeses that come up that are poor, and they have 42 out of 100, and they have 8 different additives inside of them, okay? That YUKA app will change your life, because maybe you're like me and you're doing the protein, you're doing the water, you're doing the fiber, but you're putting weight on. You're putting toxins and dyes and carcinogens into your body every single flippin' day. And your body is in flight mode, fight or flight. Cortisol levels are through the roof. Glucose levels are through the roof. And you now are taking your food that you're eating and storing it as visceral fat. It's doing more harm than good. If you're learning, drop in the comments, I love you. Because these are the type of things I did not know. I didn't do my due diligence. I wasn't aware that they could put toxins and dyes and carcinogens in our foods. I had no clue that in the UK that's not even a possibility. So I didn't realize I need to do my due diligence. AV, yes, it is YUKA, okay? So that's your protein. If you're like my twin sister and you're like, I'm struggling with my weight and she's a vegetarian, you're better off supplementing with bars and shakes. Costco has a place that has clean bars. The Kirkland protein bar is CLEAN. It's YUKA approved. You're better off supplementing than being deficit. So now you know how. Protein's the most abundant thing, Christina, made up in your body. It's up there with water. So your entire body is an entire stack of Legos. Drop it in the comments. Look down at your body right now, and I want you to envision that there's Legos stacked up everywhere. And in those Legos, they're called short-chain amino acids. They're known as peptides. And a lot of people are uneducated about the GLP-1 shots. They don't realize, like, hey, listen, I'm tricking my brain. I'm tricking my brain that I have more of the GLP-1 hormone in my body to control hunger. But you have to get it weekly or bi-weekly or monthly, right? So it's not doing yourself a satisfaction. If anything, it's a dissatisfaction long term. But there's positive benefits. Even if you are looking into peptides and you're like, okay, injectables, you have to ask for the shot insert. What is inside of that? What's in the insert? Are there embryos? What's inside of it? The best form that you could ever do is to find a microbead that at a cellular level mimics the peptides found within your body. And they exist. But if you are anything like these gals, if I were to come to you and I were to see stomach right here, she thought menopause. I said, hey, no. She didn't realize the first ingredient she was putting in her electrolytes were dyes. She didn't realize right here, the number one ingredient and the first thing that she ate every single freaking day was, guess what? Toxins. The number one ingredient in her peanut butter, literally, you're gonna faint, was sugar. Sugar. Can you even believe that? I have no clue where all my photos went. There's like 90 of them. So here's the deal. If you have visceral fat in the belly area, in any way, shape, or form, or you have back area where you have amounts of fat, what has probably happened over time is your short chain amino acids, your peptides. Guess what's happened? They're a lot like cell service. Your Wi-Fi is turned on, they send signals to every area in your body. The most important peptide is the insulin. Taking your food, storing it as energy, using it as energy on demand so we're energetic, so we feel amazing, or what's happening? It's storing it as visceral fat in the belly area, right here, all in the belly area, okay? If you can relate, I don't want you to be embarrassed or be shy, drop a 1 in the comment section if you can relate. There is 2 things you can do. Number 1, you can lose weight without anything. It might be a harder process because it's longer. You might have cravings for sugar and salt. You might be chronically fatigued. If you wanted to speed up that process, you could. But if you were to do the best thing you could ever do for yourself, it would be to research peptides, and there's 2 in particular that do a 99.9% metabolic reset on people who are not losing weight. Write this down. Number 1 is Slupp, SLUPPP332. SLUPPP332. It has an exercise mimicking effect at a cellular level. No caffeine. 5-amino-1-MQ increases the NAD plus within your body and has 30 plus positive benefits to improving insulin sensitivity. But if you come to me later this week and say, Michelle, can you look at this? There can't be fillers. There can't be phosphorus. There can't be yellow 6. There can't be red 7. Like if you look at the back of something, it literally should say Slupp 3332 5-amino-1-MQ. That is the only ingredient because listen, there are companies who are creating something for $1 and selling it for $80. Yes, it's SLUPPP332 5-amino-1-MQ. For the first in the marketplace, I know you've heard of, and I know it was out of stock and it's back in stock, is a medical grade weight loss peptide known as Body. And Body has those 2 peptides to give you a 99.9% metabolic reset to reach your goal and then to get off of it when you reach your goal. As long as you have that YUKA app and you're scanning your foods and you have more regular food coming in than processed food, sugars, and dyes, I see it every day, you're gonna maintain your weight loss efforts. There's a video that explains it, Charlotte, better than I can. If you drop the word Body, I'll introduce you to the peptide expert. I interviewed about 20 of them. Yes, and if you're like, oh my gosh, I've never had someone explain this to me before, I've got that belly visceral fat or that back area pack, drop the word Body with the star because you can actually go in and you can get a full month supply right now for 30 days money back guaranteed. It's in the form of a micro bead for the quality of absorption. It's only got those 2 ingredients. You take it for 2 months on, you take it for 1 month off. Okay? It is not. Nope. So what I need you to do is I need you to send me a message directly to my Instagram. Okay? This is my Instagram account. I'm going right now because the comments will disappear. This is my Facebook account. Okay? So if you send me a message that says Body, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send you the video. And if you're like, oh my gosh, this turns me up inside, awesome. And if not, no big deal, right? And if you want, you can go get it right now. It's actually $20 off for brand new customers right freaking now. So if you go to thebreakfastshow.net and you click it, you'll see Nueva. Nueva, it's called Body, also known as bikini in a bottle. I highly recommend if you want the best bang for your buck, you get a signature set. It comes with a 3-month supply. Listen, you take it for March, you take it for April, you're off of it for May, you have it for June, you don't order till July, and you get my Nitro Hydrogen Water $50 value for free. Free. Okay? So JN Rapper asked a great question. What happens when you stop taking body? As long as your regular food intake outweighs the sugar, the toxins, and the dyes, and you have that YUKA app that you didn't know about to scan, like, are the things in there, you will maintain your weight loss efforts. Once your regular food intake is lower than your sugar and processed food intake, that's when the cell's short chain amino acids start to become rusty and lose their signal. The most important one is the insulin, taking your food, storing or using as energy. That's those 2 peptides out of 20,000 peptides that are in body. Okay? So I would recommend the signature set. You get nitro, the hydrogen water for FREE. You get the entire signature pack for $530. It's $20 off. And you now have a full 4-month supply of your medical grade weight loss peptide body, also known as bikini in a bottle. Okay? So again, Instagram message me body or Facebook message me body. No, it's back in stock, Charlotte. If you go to thebreakfastshow.net, you'll see under New Wava. JN Rapper, did I answer your question? Because like I said, I was waking up every day putting electrolytes in my water. I got the YUKA app. The rating was bad. It had dyes and carcinogens. I was buying cottage cheese thinking I'm eating a high protein. The brand that I was buying had carcinogenics inside of it. Bad. So all those things have been swapped out to maintain weight loss efforts. I will say, so she's asking, you guys, what's the most abundant protein made up within your body? The most abundant protein, what do women love? Women love what? Reverse aging? Women love what? Their joints feeling good? Your hair, skin, nails, right? At 20, guess what happens to every single one of us? At 20, you stop producing the most abundant protein found in your body. Why do we want protein? We burn 30% more calories. That is massive. We improve our muscle tone. That's massive because that leads to a less chance of osteoporosis, fibromyalgia, and broken bones. And it's literally the way the glucose levels are stable to make you feel full and satiety. So protein's huge, and the most abundant one in our body at 20 years old gives us 100%. But each year after 20, we lose 1% of the type 2 collagen. There's 5 types of collagen. I've listened to 4 Audible books just on collagen. There's 5 types. What type are you using? There's a type 1, a type 2, a type 3, a type 4, type 5. What? Type 1 and 3 are in the body dormant at 20. The one that you lose 1% of is the type 2. Type 4 and 5 have to do with the gut lining. So if you can add in a type 2 collagen into your body, you are taking a magnifying glass and you're seeing 10 times in more. That's what you're doing with collagen production in the body. Okay? But the first ingredient listed on anything, it's what you find the most of. The last ingredient, it's what you find the least of. And a lot of people, literally, their last ingredient is the type 2 collagen. So be careful. Be careful. I stopped using retin-A. Why? I stopped using hyaluronic acid. Why? There's dyes and toxins that's going into my bloodstream. Water and organic tremella mushrooms mimics hyaluronic acid. The organic tremella mushroom, but it has a pair with the type 2 collagen. You take it at the same time. Type 2 collagen, organic tremella mushroom. How do I take? Mine's all in one. In one bottle, I have a medical grade type 2 collagen. I've got the organic tremella mushroom inside. I have the fenugreek to support the gut lining. And I have a morosil. Write down the word M-O-R-O-S-I-L. That's a blood red orange that you can cut from Italy, Sicily. They only have it there because of their climate control. And there's an antioxidant that's in a patent study that in 12 weeks, they take every person on it and they check them. Their body fat percentage, their body fat composition, and their weight drops tremendously for 94% of the consumers. The ones who didn't get results, the 6%, they weren't consistent. So mine has the morosil inside of it as well. Seed oils you don't want. Seed oils have inflammation. Seed oils are under high machinery where you have something that's always under constant pressure and heat. Those particles end up inside of it. Berberine is a good fat burner, but I get anxious. I get jittery. It looks just like this. I already had it. All I have to do is literally keep it in the fridge. Tomorrow I'll be traveling, so I'll put it in a little to-go container. But I literally just go like this. 1 tablespoon, and it's 4 supplements in one. And right now you actually, Usually it's $109 for a whole month's supply. You can lock it in at $89, but you can get this today for $69. If you drop in the comments the word slim, I'll share with you the collagen expert that I interviewed. And if you drop the word slim with a star and you're like, I want it before it sells out, drop slim with a star. You can get it for $69 today. It's usually $109, and lock in the price at $89 for 4 supplements in one. Okay? So here's the deal with that. It's 1 tablespoon. I only have 2 flavors in stock. So if you're picky, put it inside of a smoothie. If you're picky, put it inside of a Greek yogurt. I've got my Andes chocolate mint, my chocolate raspberry. There's no caffeine, there's no soy, there's no gluten, and there's no dairy. Did I say that? No dairy, no soy, no gluten, caffeine free. Yes. All you have to do to get a bottle, Glenn, is if you Instagram message me, I'll give you the video with the expert. If you Facebook message me, I'll give you the video for this medical grade weight loss collagen, the video. If you want it, you can go right here, thebreakfastshow.net, under Nueva. Remember, single bottle is a full month supply. My duo pack is even cheaper because you're getting 2. That's a 2-month supply. My trio pack is even cheaper per bottle. You automatically get $20 off at checkout. If you get the 3-month supply, you now have the 12-week study. 1 tablespoon a day. 4 supplements in one. Thebreakfastshow.net under Nueva. It's called Snow Slim. Like so slim. Snow Slim. Snow Slim. Okay? That's your collagen. That's one thing, if anyone were to ever come to me, I'd ever say, make sure you're supplementing with collagen. Only because your body stops producing it at 20. Otherwise, you can lose weight without supplements. Do you want to maximize it? Yeah, then you can add supplements in. Okay? And the only reason why people are telling you to get off coffee is because of pesticides inside of it. Think of roasted beans. Think of anything that's roasted. Anything that has machinery, anything that has heat, right? They can become carcinogenic. So a lot of people are cutting it back because, or they're going to like Rise, but even Rise coffee has an ingredient in it that is actually not acceptable. Yeah. Mine just has L-theanine, it has cordyceps mushroom, lion's mane, and Ceylon cinnamon. Do you guys know that regular cinnamon actually elevates kidney levels? Literally, it elevates kidney levels. So I use that, it's called Morning. Drop the word coffee in the comments if you want the video. It comes over from Italy, specifically Sicily. But right now they're doing, if you get a bag of it, you can get a bag for 30 days money back guaranteed. If you drop the word morning or coffee in the comments with a star, it is the best Colombian brew I've ever had. Most people drop 5 pounds in 1 week just by having pesticide-free coffee. It's a Colombian brew, it's a no crash energy with clarity for the L-theanine. Which collagen is best? Slim. If you message me on Instagram or Facebook, the word slim, I can share the video with you. If you want to go purchase it, thebreakfastshow.net under Nueva, it's called Snow Slim. It's 4 supplements in one. It has a fat burner with no caffeine, the Morosil. It's got the fenugreek to support the gut lining. It also has a type 2 collagen, and it has organic tremella mushroom, which mimics hyaluronic acid. Does that help answer your question, user 8329? Mary Lou, do you know where to get the coffee for the video or where to purchase it? My skin is better in my late 30s, almost 40, than it was in my 20s. But I was unaware that there was 5 types of collagen. I didn't know which one to use. I didn't know how to maximize anything. Now I've learned how to. I've listened to 40 plus Audible books though, right? 40 plus Audible books. That's insane, okay? Yeah, all you have to do is message me the word coffee. If you want to grab a bag, everything is there. You'll see it. It's called Nueva Morning. Spend $75 as a new customer, you're getting $20 off. Now you're at $55, okay? Any questions in regards to that? The third thing is fiber intake. Your fiber intake should never fall below 25 grams. 25 grams of fiber. And if you're anything like I am and you start using Metamucil, big no-no. This should be banned from the marketplace. If you scan this in the YUKA app, there's actually carcinogenics inside of it. There's the yellow 6 and the red 7 as well. All that does is it spikes cortisol levels, spikes glucose levels, and it teaches and trains the body to take your food and to store it as visceral fat. literally. So if you're upping fiber, you're upping water, you're upping protein, and weight is just coming on, you're just packing it, it's 3 years in, I would literally beg to differ to say, okay, what's the cottage cheese? What are the bars? What are the protein shakes? What are you adding in? If you get that YUKA app, it'll tell you what's in it. Fiber, 25 grams, the easiest thing that you can do, Carolina, is I do carbo nut bread. There's 40 calories, there's 15 grams of fiber. Or the Royo bagel, 15 grams of fiber, 70 calories. Chia seeds are 10 grams of fiber, 150 calories, and 2 tablespoons. Your fruit, your berries, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, 8 grams in 1 cup. Your leafy greens and broccoli is 7 grams in 1 cup. Don't go above 40 grams of fiber. If you right now go to Google and you're like, hey, I want a free app to track my fiber, you'll have an answer. Hey, I want the top 10 low glycemic index chart, highest fiber foods, lowest calorie, make sure it's Yucca approved, you'll have a list. Everything you need, it's already here. And most times the tools are FREE, free. So you can do half of your weight in ounces of water. You can do your goal weight in grams of protein, and now you can do 25 grams of fiber. You know you can add hydrogen to the water. If you guys didn't see the nitro effect, drop the word nitro in the comments. I'll share the video. If you didn't see the medical grade weight loss peptide body to speed up the process, help with food noise, and also give you amazing energy without the caffeine inside of it, drop body for the medical grade weight loss peptide that's replacing Ozempic and trizepatide. And if you didn't see the pesticide-free coffee, drop coffee. And if you didn't get to see the Snow Slim that's back in stock, the medical grade weight loss collagen, 4 supplements in 1, full month supply, drop the word slim. And if you didn't get, most importantly, the protein guide that helped me in many ways, drop FREE in the comment section. I'll be back tomorrow morning for yet another guaranteed breakfast show. I travel to Orlando, so I'm leaving my house at 9 a.m. I will be on live at 8 a.m. Eastern. Set a timer. Tune in. Hit a timer right now. You're guaranteed usually between 8:30 and 9:30. If you hit follow or you go to my page right now and hit add friend, it'll alert you for future episodes. I've listened to 40 plus Audible books. What I learn in every chapter, I bring to you every morning. Laura, it's called Carb, C-A-R-B. Carb, O-N-A-U-T. Carbo nut will probably come up. Carbo nut. Okay? You have to Nikki, the guide is right here. Thebreakfastshow.net. There's an FREE protein guide. FREE protein guide. That's the guide that helped me in many ways. If you want the video on body, the medical grade weight loss peptide, Instagram message body, or Facebook message body. Okay? Those are the 3 things that I did. So if you only caught the end, go back to the beginning. I give you tools in your toolbox and I give you the why behind it all. The fiber is the only thing, there's 2 types, insoluble and soluble, that can literally expand to the width of your intestinal tract. So what does it do? It's a vacuum to the intestinal tract. Any food left behind from dehydration, any food left behind from lack of movement, any food left behind from lack of fiber, it comes in as a vacuum to keep it free and clear of toxins and bacteria from food. Toxins and bacteria add inflammation and bloating. Toxins and bacteria add irregular bowel movements. Toxins and bacteria in the gut lead to foul smelling gas and weird noises going on down there. If you can start getting 25 grams of fiber right now today, you're going to see a tremendous benefit within 72 hours to bloating, inflammation, smelly, weird noises, and irregular bowel movements. So I want you to marry the process, divorce the results. I didn't lose my first pound for 6 weeks, but 5 months in cumulatively, I was down 30 pounds. So marry that process, divorce the results, take your scale, throw it in a river. I hope you have the best day ever. It was such an honor to have you tuned in to a breakfast show. I'm super honored to hang out with you. If there's anything you need, maybe you're gastric sleeve or a type 2 diabetic, cancer, IBS, Hashimoto's, maybe you have high cholesterol, high blood pressure, I literally, if I can't point you to a solution, maybe there's a solution elsewhere that I could help you with. Hop in my inbox and we can have a conversation. Just know that I work with all different types of health conditions. Most side effects when you're dealing with science, clinicals, third-party validation, and CLEAN, guess what? More energy, faster results, feeling better, brain fog gone, food noise gone, cravings for sugar and salt gone. Those are the kind of side effects you are going to experience. Good morning, Lori. How do you measure fiber? Lindy, I do it in an app called Fitness Pal. So it was an honor. Hop in my inbox. I'll be at my next desk. I'll be at my desk for the next 60 seconds or so. Get out there and crush today. Go find the tools. Get in your inbox with that free protein guide. Have a good day. And remember that you, my friend, are freaking